Hello friends, once again a warm welcome to E-LITT. Like the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you may get all useful videos on time. Today we are going to discuss the history of Old English literature. The period of Old English, which is also called Anglo-Saxon period, is a long one. It covers about 500 years from 600 AD to 1100 AD. Many of the poems of Anglo-Saxon period are pagan. Out of these, two are most important. Number one, Widsith, and number two, Beowulf. Beowulf is considered the first English epic. We know nothing about the writer of this great poem, so we can call this work an anonymous work. Let's know something more about our first epic, Beowulf. It contains 3182 lines and tells the story of a brave young man, Beowulf. In this epic, we find Beowulf sailing to Denmark with a band of warriors to save the king of Denmark, Hrothgar. Beowulf saves the king from a terrible monster called Grendel. Grendel's mother comes to take the revenge for her son but is also killed by Beowulf. Beowulf is rewarded and becomes king. After a prosperous reign of some 40 years, Beowulf slays a dragon, but in the fight he receives a mortal wound and dies. This long and beautiful poem ends with the funeral ceremonies made in the honor of the dead hero. Old English literature is difficult to read. The reason is that there was no rhyme in Old English poems. The use of alliteration we find in abundance in Old English. So two important characteristics of Old English are use of alliteration and use of no rhyme. Besides Beowulf and Widsith, some other Old English poems are Genesis A, Genesis B, Exodus, The Wanderer, The Seafarer, Wife's Lament, Husband's Message, Christ and Satan, The Dream of the Rood, The Battle of Maldon, etc. Two important writers in Old English poetry are Cynewulf and Caedmon. Caedmon is famous for his hymn, while Cynewulf wrote 4 religious poems: Juliana, The Fates of the Epistles, Christ, and Eleni. Now let's take two important prose writers of Old English. They are Alfred and Ælfric. Alfred enriched Old English prose with his translation, especially Bede's ecclesiastical history. On the other hand, Ælfric is known for his grammar, homilies, and lives of the saints. So that's all about Old English literature, friends. See you soon with another useful video. Thank you very much.